Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. This channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. So if you're under the age of 13, please leave.
Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Mezco 112 Collective, a Mezco exclusive Hoodz Vapor. And this guy came in one of those lunch boxes with all the crazy artwork all over it, and it looks awesome. We got all the graffiti that says Vapor Hoodz on there. We got Vapor leaning up against the wall. It looks pretty freaking cool. We got some nice depth going on right there, where you got the actual chain link fence. On both sides of the box, we got Vapor tagging a subway car, looking very awesome. And again, with the depth of field when you're dealing with the chain link fence right here too. On the top and the bottom of the tin, we have the subway car still with some graffiti on it. The graffiti says Vapor, Mezco Hoodz, and that's pretty much it when it comes to the images on the tin. They just use 3 images throughout the whole entire tin. Let's go ahead and open up the lunch pail so you guys can see how it's going to be set up in the actual package. And we got the figure and tons of trays underneath them. Now, if you're familiar with Mezco, you will get a little Ziploc bag to store all your figure's goodies. Here we have Vapor's stand, and it looks awesome. It looks like a brick wall. It says Vapor, it says Hoodz, and it's got the little peg that you pop out so you can attach the dynamic stand to it. Now, Mezco knows we all don't know how to paint graffiti and stuff like that, so they did toss in some stickers, and they look pretty awesome. Top one, of course, is the Vapor Hoodz one. It does say Hoodz in the green. I guess it's all different ways of saying Vapor, Hoodz. Got a little spray can Mezco, more Vapor Mezco, and then you got the old school Hoodz one by my thumb that we've seen before with the older Hoodz line, if you're familiar with them. But it's cool that we got this. Like, you can slap these on really anything, and if you have a brick dio like my background here, you could use these, but I'm probably not. I'm going to keep them all intact on the sticker sheet. Now, Vapor comes with a pair of fist hands. They gave us 2 expressive hands. They didn't do a pair of these, but we do get one of each. We also get the whipping Spider-Man hands, rock-on hands, devil horn hands, whatever you really want to classify them as. Vapor comes with a pair of hands given the finger. We get a pair of gripping hands so he can hold his spray cans. He comes with gripping hands, but one is sort of a trigger finger hand, and the other one's the full-on grip hand. Vapor comes equipped with a straight-faced head sculpt, and it looks awesome. I love the style that they went with. It gives me a lot of the Gorillaz vibe. Now, going from that straight face to extreme, he comes with a super angry face, and it looks great. The paintwork looks great. The wrinkles in the face. He is very pissed off. And if you don't want your Vapor to be angry, he comes with a nice smiling, creepily smiling head sculpt. And his eyes are bloodshot. Either he's hitting that sweet leaf, or the fumes and vapors are getting to him. Maybe that's why his skin's blue and his eyes are red. And maybe that's where his name came from. The final head sculpt that Vapor comes with is this confused, hypnotic, tripping looking head sculpt. I love it. I love the swirls in his eyes, and he just looks all dazed and confused. Now, Vapor comes with a respirator. It has like a little V on the mouth. The rivets are painted. The goggles are yellow and translucent. We got 2 filters on the side. A little bit of probably another filter on the bottom. Looks pretty good, and it is pliable plastic, so you wrap it around his head. We get some headphones with Vapor. They look great. They're yellow, a little bit of teal underneath. They got actual foam in the ear cups, looking great. And I do believe the foam's there to help protect the ears, because the ears sort of pop inside. And when you go to stretch this bad boy open, this plastic is not forgiving. This is like as much stretching you're gonna get. You do it too much, it's gonna snap. Vapor comes with a New York City snapback, and it looks great. The brim is folded just slightly. There's a little bit of a curve, but we got all the sculpt work you'd want in a hat. There's texture throughout. It's a pretty solid looking hat. Could have used a little bit of a wash, but that's a minor gripe. One item that we received that is freaking phenomenal are these bolt cutters. They have a little bit of like rust wash on them. The paint and sculpt is phenomenal. The handles are glossy and black, and they work. So if you open it up a little bit, you can see that it actually opens up the bolt cutters. But you don't want to do it too excessive or they could snap. But you can see really where the stopping point is. Here we get Vapor's tools of the trade. We got 3 spray cans, bunch of paint markers, and they look pretty awesome. I just wanted to get a close-up of one of the spray cans. It does say tough stuff on there. And I'm not a fan that the actual label is a giant sticker wrapped around. I just feel like over time this is going to come off. I wish this would have been tampoed on. And then the lid, just got to get a little bit twisted a little bit. It pops off. And you can see this thing has definitely been used. He's got the paint all out there, spraying in the one direction. And you can also see the sticker is high up on the can. So that was sort of keeping the lid on a little bit tighter. So if you're trying to get the lid off and it's being a little bit snug, that's probably because the sticker is actually taped over it a little bit. But I love that they added the extra detail showing that these are used cans and they'll be great for figure photography. And the last thing I want to show you, or more so have you guys listen to, there's actually a BB or something in there, a ball bearing in the actual cans to give it that rattle. This figure comes loaded with accessories. It's tons of stuff that this figure comes with. But as a artist, you're gonna have a sketchbook, and I love how he has his tag on there. It's textured like a sketchbook. We got some paint all over it. The paint is actually on the edges of the pages. It looks really good. I wish it opened up, but that's taking it to a whole different level. But it looks like a sketchbook, and it's done really, really well. Now, to carry a lot of those accessories, Vapor comes with a red backpack with a nice zipper, handle. It's got little side mesh spots to put some of the spray cans. And it's just a nice looking backpack. It's all thick right now, and that's because there's a foam inside. Of course, you can take the foam out and put all the accessories. I can't emphasize enough how much crap that Vapor comes with. We got ourselves a red hoodie, sewn pretty nice. It's got the little drawstrings, and yeah, he comes with a bunch of clothes, not just this hoodie. And if the weather is more than just hoodie weather, we got ourselves a jacket. This looks like something that could help with rain and stuff like that. Has a full-on zipper, has a wired hood actually up in the top, and yeah, it's a pretty solid soft goods. Now, if the other jackets and hoodies weren't enough, we do get a bright orange vest, working zipper, and it's sewn, and it looks great. And then around the bottom here, there is a wire that wraps around the whole bottom of the vest. Now, for those stealth operations that Vapor might be going on where he doesn't want his face on camera, we got ourselves a little ski mask. And honestly, it fits like a glove on the finger here. You could be like a little finger puppet. Since Vapor comes with so many different accessories, they even gave us an extra pair of shoes. We got some Tims in here. And let me put one of these down so we can really look at the sculpt and everything. Sculpt is really good. Got the laces, all the little rivets are painted silver. Soles are painted with big old M's. Both of them have the same M on the bottom. Again, just looking really good. Here we get an up-close look at Vapor, and again, the head sculpts on this guy are phenomenal. All his hair is flocked. If you don't know, I guess a simple way of saying it, all his hair that you see is fuzzy. You know, it's has a fuzzy texture. He's got this blue shirt, and the sculpt work throughout is pretty good. It's a smaller frame. It's definitely a lot smaller frame than like a Gomez. The dude is like chiseled underneath. And you can see he's got his boxers showing. A little bit of sag in the jeans. It's got an actual physical button. Stitch work on the jeans look great. It's got the pockets. I was going to say pouches, but pockets, still the boxer showing and everything. Arms look pretty good. They're very thin. This is a very, very small, like younger teenager type of buck, in my opinion. Just looking phenomenal. Now, one thing that is awesome is he's got the Jordan, what are those, the Fire Reds, the 5s on them. looking spectacular. They did a heck of a job on that sculpt. And then if you pull up his pant leg, he's got socks on, which is great. And then on the bottom, it's got the big FU. Diving into articulation, his head can do like full 360 because his head can obviously come off. He can look down quite a bit. You get the movement up at the head itself, but then the neck moves as well. Tons of movement here. Grab up here, you can lift his arm yay high. There is a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, so you can get that nice movement there. It's got the wrist rotation and bend and all that stuff that you'd want in a Mezco. So let's get his arms out of the way. As for him to lean, can lean forward that much. Actually, it's using like his abs and his, hip area too. But you can get him to lean back not too bad. He can get the splits out like this far. Pants, clothing, it starts getting tight in the crotch. He could put his leg up this high. Double jointed knee can kick him in the butt. Ankle, pivot, and bend and all that stuff. So tons of articulation in Vapor. You can get Vapor to do the walk. I pretty much just sort of decked him out as if he was going to scope out a spot to tag, or he's just going on the subway, or if he's just a college kid. But you can get him walking, holding on to his backpack, carrying his art book, some headphones. Like, it's pretty freaking awesome. Vapor's variety of accessories allows you to really make your own Vapor feel unique to the way you want them to be. I've seen people buy multiple so you can have different styles on their shelf. I was happy with just one, but the figure is fantastic. I mean, I switched out his shoes. I put the hoodie on. He's got his hands in his pocket. He's just leaning. He's just waiting for that perfect time to go tag. He has all his gear with him. And little mesh spots on the side of the backpack do not stretch out to fit the spray can. So you could probably fit the paint markers, but the spray cans definitely cannot fit in there. I couldn't really squeeze them in there at all. Now, one of the cool things that you can do with this figure, besides having them posed up and everything as his hat falls down, but you can see I have his hands in his pocket, but his hands aren't even attached. So it gives that nice illusion that his hands are in his pocket without actually trying to cram hands in the pocket. Don't be scared to layer up his clothes because they work pretty well, but be mindful that as you start adding layers, some of the articulation starts getting a little bit restricted due to, the thickness of the clothes and how the layers work. So right now I have his t-shirt, hoodie, and the jacket on. Looks great. I'm having too much fun with this figure. Got him with his bolt cutters in hand, ski mask on, looking like he's going to break into this garage. Got Vapor just getting ready to tag and letting the vapors from the paint sort of hit him, getting those hypnotized eyes, and he's all, all for it. But again, just the diversity of this figure is great. I love the color setup. I love everything that this figure's coming with. Even the respirator mask looks amazing on this figure. You can see his eyes through it. The yellow doesn't take away too much. Guess I could straighten it up a little bit more on his face. But still, you get the idea of what you can really pull off with this figure on display or doing fig photography. It's probably one of their best pieces that they've made. Now it's comparison time. We got ourselves the new Vapor versus old school Vapor. This is like Vapor 2.0. And as you can see, skin tones match, and he does have that Tough Stuff spray can in his hand. He came with extra ones if you didn't watch my review, and they also had the little rattle feature, which is awesome. And you can really see the inspiration that these original ones came with. This one, when he popped his little hat off, there you go, his hair's going all crazy. It's not bad. His big old sneakers do come off. A little bit of articulations, got some soft goods and stuff. But yeah, we got ourselves the OG Vapor with the new school Vapor, and it's pretty freaking awesome. When Mezco teased the little spray can hand, I knew deep down it was going to be a Hoodz figure, and I had my fingers crossed that it was going to be Vapor. Vapor out of the Hoodz line was one of my favorite characters because, he came with the gas mask, and I'm a gas mask fan. I love the look and the creepiness to it. They definitely changed it more to a respirator this time around, but it still looks awesome. And I love how Mezco captured that New York City graffiti artist culture in this figure. And Hoodz being part of, I guess, the Rumble Society, or however they're doing it. Maybe it's their own separate line, but either way, Mezco's Hoodz, Rumble Society, and Gomez figures, all the ones that I pretty much collect, are some of the best Mezco figures I've ever had in hand. I mean, I'm just astounded. I'm just sort of in shock, I guess I should say, that everything that came with this figure was phenomenal. The soft goods were some of the best that I've seen. And the extra attention to detail that Mezco put in this figure, I love it. Hands down, love it. And that sums up my unboxing and review of Mezco's Hoodz Vapor figure. It is a Mezco exclusive, so if you guys like what you saw, please hit that thumbs up. New to my channel, hit that subscribe button, as it will mean the world to me. And if you guys want, go ahead and comment down below. We can get some chit-chat going. What do you guys think of this figure? Did you pick it up? And also, hit that silver bell notification, so therefore you know when I post up a new video. And make sure that you guys check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. The website's down below with a promo code just for you guys to get free shipping on anything you see on the website. And there's a Facebook pre-order group for Toyco that you can join in for free. See what's coming out, especially a lot of the imports that can slip by. And it allows you to get some amazing pre-order pricing because, honestly, Toyco does have some of the best pre-order pricing I've ever seen. That's why I get a lot of my imports from them. So definitely check it out. And most importantly, I hope you guys have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.